Yeah. So, what's up, guys? Welcome to the recap, baby.
We are back.
Back. The whole crew. Make sure.
Plus one.
Plus one. All right, we good. We sounding good. All right, so, boom. All right, so we in the game. So normally we like to recap the week, and then we're gonna get into a little information about our wonderful guests. So, how was your week, bro?
Hey man, I'm just glad to be here. But honestly, my week has been pretty successful, man. I can't complain.
Good.
Everything has been moving in the right direction. We had some stuff stir up between some individuals, but I feel like we're making our way through it. Me and Wayne is kind of going through that together.
Yes,
but
sir.
I mean, it's not a big deal. But besides that, yeah, we moving along, man. I'm blessed.
Good. My week has been pretty trying.
Okay.
Good though, cause went to New York and visited with family, and then got my sister and my niece down here, so I'm super happy about that.
Shout out to that.
Yeah. So got them down here, and we all got here safe. Drove down from New York, so that was a nice, fun, long road trip.
How many hours?
16.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I fell asleep once you said it.
Yeah. It might have been longer than that. I feel like it was about 16, 14, 16. I don't know. They all run together. But it wasn't so bad because we kept switching off and on. So it didn't, it's not like you were doing.
Horrible,
Yeah, like a bunch of it yourself and then, giving it to somebody else to do it. We just kept, every time we got gas, we kind of swapped out.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't make it that bad. And then kind of just rest while the other person was driving type ordeal. And we had a trailer on the back of the car. So that was a little different because you ain't supposed to, drive like you normally drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was real weird. But all in all, they got down here. So now I'm back to, the Mac. Got the fam here, and we're ready to get to work.
That's it.
She's gonna get with us on this rent prize.
Hey, that's it. Hey, listen.
Rent prize.
Just made one.
I think we made one.
Renter prize.
Renter
Oh my
prize.
God.
I have to write that one
Copyrighted.
down.
That's hard.
So
That's hard.
yeah. So the rental enterprise, the rental empire. So I'll go ahead and get her involved in that. So, and then just whatever business ventures, family business. So get her involved. But that's enough about all that. You know what I mean? How are you, ma'am?
I'm great.
Tell the wonderful people, the few people that may not know you, because you're very well known.
Oh,
I know you don't think so, but people be watching.
Alrighty.
And, tell them who you are and what you do.
I'm Jamice Terry. I own Chic Culture Inc. Boutique. I'm also a stylist, a personal stylist. And I am here in downtown Macon.
Okay. What's the address?
It's 446 Cotton Avenue, Suite 1, right next to Hotel 45.
Right across,
Across the street.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right across. Yeah. Got that prime real estate, baby.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, you and what you do and, like, what got you in the business. Like, it's your first venture. Like, tell us about you.
Start from the beginning.
Start from the top, baby.
My name is.
Well, we've already left from there.
Yeah,
so we'll
for
move
sure.
on. But before it was Chic Culture, it was Commander and Chic. And I started with a business partner. We started about 7 years ago.
Okay.
Once we were trapping out of the trunk, that was how we started.
Trap trunking.
Pull it up,
Let's go.
popping out at people's houses, businesses, what have you.
Whoever gonna let you have them.
Exactly.
That's it.
Once we finished doing that little trap, we moved on to a brick and mortar, and we were in Warner Robins, Georgia, for about 4 years.
Okay.
After the 4-year stint, I got a little tired of the drive because I live in Macon, and I was working in Macon at the time.
Sound familiar, don't it, bro?
Full
Man, I'm
time.
telling you, I'm in reverse.
It was a bit much.
Man.
So I just was at my day job on the clock, looking for other options, and I just ran up on Newtown, found a space, and just jumped on it. I didn't know how I was gonna do it,
There we go.
but
I
I knew it was
love this
gonna
part of the
happen.
story. I love that part.
I was like, let's just do it. We gotta move. I got first class security, whatever they need. Let's do that,
Let's do it.
and then we'll work out the next month.
We'll
When the
trap
next
out. We'll
month-
trap out the next month.
We'll make it happen. Man.
Nah,
We worried
had-
about that when it cut to it.
We had a little cushion at the time, so it was good. It was like, all right, let's go. Once we moved into the new location, the business partner and I, we went our separate ways and found other things to do. And so I've been there solo for the past, 2 years now, almost 3.
And it's still working.
Still working.
Shout out to solo business.
Come on.
You know?
Shout out to the solo 101.
Yeah.
Solopreneurs.
Sure.
Not easy, but you got to do.
Right. So much to impact in that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess I want to kind of go back a little bit for in the beginning of it when I know you said you was trapping out the trunk and all of that. Like, and I know you're doing a lot of, because I know you know personally, so I know you were doing like a lot of vending events and stuff like that as
Yeah.
well. What was the transition like for you going from that to
Brick and mortar.
brick and mortar?
That was a big transition for me because it's all about consistency at that point.
Gotcha.
Now you got to really be in it. You can't just be playing with it because you got rent every month. You got to pay the city. You got to take care of all that stuff. So I have to be on top of things. I have to show up every day. And so that was a big, big jump from just hitting events or pulling up at, people's homes or whatever. That was a big change. So it took a lot of discipline.
Makes sense.
That's
Makes
really
sense.
what it is.
Yeah,
It's discipline.
just having to show up, open them doors every day.
And just doing what you said you were going to do when you started out saying you were going to do it.
That's fact. That's huge.
I like the part where she said she just jumped out and did it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a repetitive story as far as like everybody we have on here. It's the, you got the dream, you got the idea. And I think I said this last episode, but it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Right.
She didn't know what she was headed to, and she just got on the road and
Just got to
it.
Yeah. So that's how I went. And basically, when I moved to downtown, the intent, and still is the intent, is to keep the location in Warner Robins through another business friend, partner, and for us to kind of run both locations. So that's happening soon.
Okay.
So you're going to have a spot in Warner Robins and in Macon.
And my actual same old location.
Oh, wow. So this
Yeah.
spot's still open.
Yeah, my friend
Oh,
got
that's,
the spot
yeah. Okay.
and is just holding it like, let's go.
Oh, so he's just paying the rent.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Okay.
Shout out to the friend. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm just waiting on you.
yeah,
I'm just waiting on you. That's dope. So that's a big congrats in order.
yeah.
That's super dope. So, like, what got you into fashion? Like, was you always into fashion, or is it just something you kind of like?
I always love it. My mom, I'm a PK,
Okay.
so my mom loved to dress up. Like for church, for whatever they have going on.
First lady vibes.
Even before that, she just loved clothes. That was her whole thing. And so her, my aunts, everybody they would take me thrifting with them when I was little. And I used to like try on the clothes. Everything was so big and huge and I was drowning in it. But
Right.
I knew like this was it. Like I want to wear this fur coat like every day to third grade. And so we used to sit and watch fashion shows on the weekends that would come on because it was some channel back then that would show like Fashion Week and different things. You'll see all the shows running. And I said, I want to make everybody feel like they're on the runway, like every day. That's like my goal in life.
Okay. I like
'Cause
that.
I want to feel like that. I want everybody to feel like that. It's a feeling. It's like a vibe. It's like you can hear the techno music while you walking down the sidewalk. Like,
That thriller.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's been something that I've loved since being a child.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So like, I know one thing about you because I know we've done a few fashion shows with Ambitious Graphics, and like you always are like, I mean, any show, like not only our fashion, just any fashion show that you involved in, like you like a showstopper. Like you take over the whole situation.
Well, I'll take that way. Thank you very much.
So like, what's some of the like inspiration, creative ideas behind? You know what I mean, when you doing the fashion
At
shows?
heart, like I'm a creative.
Gotcha.
I love the arts. I love theater. I love anything to do with arts.
Gotcha.
I love it. So when I do fashion shows, I want to incorporate a story. I want to like take people through a journey of what I was thinking about when we came up with these pieces. And so that's how I present fashion shows. I want it to be interesting. I don't want it to be boring. Sometimes, it calls for just regular, runway walk, but sometimes you need to get the people what they want,
Right.
get the people what they paid for.
That's it.
And so we come up with creative ways to do that. I do a lot of stuff with my church with theater. I'm over our drama and arts department there,
Okay,
so
dope.
it's kind of
Shout out
all
to
up
your
in
church.
here.
Giving you the opportunity, go
Yeah.
ahead and display your talents.
London Chapel, shout out.
Hey,
So any big fashion icons or people who designers who you're inspired by?
Right now, I'm going to go with Kanye.
Kanye.
I love
Shout out to
Kanye.
Kanye.
Show.
Hey.
Kanye shows are so lit. Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. What about
Her whole
Rihanna?
style. Rihanna is dope. I like Rihanna.
Oh,
but
I'm not feeling like
really-
you. I don't feel like you feeling defensive. You
It's
heard
like
the
a
difference
long.
in the
It's like a long no, but I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna
I
try to
guess.
I love her shows. The shows that's on Amazon Prime. Like
Yeah.
those shows kill.
Okay.
I love to take bits and pieces from her, from Rihanna, from Kanye. Pharrell is hot right now.
Oh yeah, he going crazy.
Like
Yeah.
he killing right now. And I love all of the, traditional brands and lines that we see out there. Prada, Gucci, all of that too. All of that is inspirational, but I lean more probably into the music icons that have fashion brands because that just resonates more with me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I mean, I know a little bit off camera we was talking about how you like to incorporate a lot of music into your just your overall your brand. And you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, when as Commander in Chief, we were doing a lot of stuff we always came up with some mixes that we found songs that we love, like that we party to when we in the shop and we piece them together. We always try to pull stuff from where I'm from, which is Florida, to add that in.
Latahoochie.
Whatever.
What's it called?
Latahoochie.
That is not a place.
Oh, that's the name of the.
no.
Where you from?
Hey, don't listen to him. That's not an actual city at all.
Where are you from, as far as?
I'm from Palm Beach. I was born in Fort Lauderdale. My mom's family's from Miami, and my dad's family is from West Palm, and I grew up between all of there. I went to
got
school in Deerfield, so I'm a South Florida.
Okay. Got you.
Latahoochie is
man right here.
in South Florida too.
If you can't say the name, just say that.
How you say it?
That city that you talking about is Loxahatchee, Florida.
Latahoochie.
Whoa, that must be like a remote city that there's nobody.
Actually, it's like you kind of go out west to get to this city.
Okay.
So you got the east and you got the west. East is more towards the ocean,
Okay.
And then west is where they started building up and creating cities. And this one place called Loxahatchee.
Okay.
This man right here.
I had to go
Don't
buy
listen to
a
him.
screen print press from down there, and I
Okay.
seen like West Palm Beach, like it wasn't too far from
I'm in
there.
Loxahatchee.
So I just I hit her up like, oh, this where you from?
No.
Yeah. So it's so close.
Right, it's right there. Like how
Just
people
making up
like
stuff.
might be in Macon, and they say I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like that's
So
a
it's
close
okay.
city.
Yeah,
You
No,
know what
that
I'm
is
saying?
not me. I'm not from
Makes
Loxahatchee. I can't stand him. Anyways, I don't even know what I was saying now.
You was talking about your
The
music and fashion.
Inspired fashion.
Yeah, bring it back. With music is just I don't even know it. I'm lost still.
Y'all was finding songs. And
Okay. So we were pulling songs from, like from where I'm from, and we both enjoy you know, that Miami sound or that
Okay.
South Florida sound, you know, that Kodak and all that stuff, and Rick Ross.
Okay.
But we started to kind of do and lean a lot of stuff towards that. But when it was time to change the name, once the partnership, you know, severed, it was Chic Culture, which I felt like, okay, this fits well. You know, Commander and Chic is where we were. Now we're leaning and gleaning into the actual culture of the chic, which we as black people are the chicest of all. So
Indeed,
we
indeed.
create style. We pull out everything. All the trends really come from us. So it was like, okay, how do I really cultivate this brand, this name? And it was just natural. It was a natural progression to move into, you know, adding more music events and doing a lot of stuff with just our culture here in Macon as a whole, and also as black people.
I like it. Doing it for
hard.
the culture.
That's hard.
Chic culture, baby.
You know, Wayne, you put that on my wall for the love of the culture.
I know. You know, I know the story. The people need to know the story.
They need to know.
They need
I'm
to
letting y'all
know.
know. I'm letting y'all know.
So, like, if somebody was interested in starting like a fashion boutique, you know what I mean? It's a kid out of high school. They like really into fashion. They, you know, enjoy fashion, enjoy arts, stuff like that. Like, what kind of advice would you give them? I mean, it don't have to be a kid from high school. It's just somebody that's like at their 9 to 5 and they really got a sense of style. And they feel like, you know, they can style other people, or they always giving advice to their friends on how to get dressed and stuff like that. How would you advise them on, you know, getting started?
One question in between that question. Could you kind of elaborate the transition from the 9 to 5 to the fashion boutique? Kind of go in on that part when you explaining his question.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of people. That's the gap that is hard to bridge with people. So they kind of like to hear that story. Like,
Right.
okay, if I could just do it this way, maybe it'll work for me.
Right.
A lot of people don't know Wayne is my mentor unofficially.
Oh man, shout out to the mentor in the building.
It's me, baby. It's me.
Oh man, $1,000 an hour.
He skated me through this process.
Okay. Okay.
But I was at my 9 to 5 for, gosh, about 5 or 6 years, 5 years probably. And I was, you know, I have 3 kids. I'm married. We got bills and everything. So it was like, make it make sense now.
sure.
Don't just be.
Don't be going jumping out of the, you know, you can listen to that on Steve Harvey if you want to.
No, it feels right.
And he ain't helping pay one bill.
Not a one.
He ain't
Not a
gonna pay. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Steve Harvey.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Wayne was like, yo, it feels right. I know it feels like this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But hold your horses. Like,
Right.
make sure you're good. And so for a while, you know, that was part of the kind of the burnout that I was having, was working my 9 to 5, driving, getting off at 6, driving to Warner Robins, staying open until 9 because I was trying to compensate for the hours I was missing not being at my store. Then the weekends, 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock, I'm staying open. It was draining me, but I just realized, like, timing is everything. Like, you cannot just leave yourself empty financially.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Where you just barely making it, or, you know, you just make sure that you are in alignment with what needs to happen. But I would say make sure that you are secure financially in your home. And
What does that look like when you say secure financially?
Well, you took it right.
Synergy.
Exactly.
Make sure you're secure financially in your home. Like, if you're in a 2-income household, make sure that your partner, your spouse, or whoever can manage what is about to happen.
Gotcha.
Put that cheese up.
Yes.
In short words.
Right.
Put the cheese up.
Cut back on
Got to be
expenses.
the
Make
same.
sure that, you know what I mean, your significant other can maybe hold it down. And if you can't, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because things about to get a little different.
Right.
So
Ramen noodles, baby.
okay, and be prepared to go through. You know, you may have some struggles, or you may not.
Yeah, for sure.
But struggles,
Build
they gonna
character.
come. They gonna come.
Yeah, that's a fact.
At some point, you're gonna have a little bump in the road. So make sure that they can handle that. Make sure they can take care of what needs to happen in that house, especially if you have kids. Make sure that's good. Make sure your lifestyle can kind of be maintained, because if not, you're gonna regret your passion.
Hold on, wait, run that back one more time. That was good.
I'm dropping y'all some.
Oh yeah. You can use this as a clip.
You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna be like, dang, I don't even want to do this no more. And then you'll end up walking away from something that actually was what your purpose was, but you didn't prepare yourself
Prepare yourself
to
for
be
your
able to
purpose.
do
Maybe
what
you,
you
like you
need to
said,
do.
you'll give up too soon because
Right.
everything's crashing. So you got to go back to what you know, which is the 9 to 5.
Right.
Like saying just being secure, you can wait it out once the hard times pass.
Right. So I would say make sure that's happening for you. Now, when you set up your business, make sure that you are setting it up where even if you are, just get a website. Even if you're not at a brick and mortar, even if you, let's say you get sick. Let's say your spouse gets sick. Let's say your kids, whatever. You're unable to go in. Get a website so that your website can make money while you're sleeping, while you're not there, while
That's
you're in
a
the
gem.
hospital, while
Yes.
you're out of state, while you're out of the country, wherever.
That's fire.
So that way you still have money coming in. That would be my advice. Like, make sure that you're set, that you have your money straight in your home before you leave that 9 to 5.
Right.
And then go ahead and step out there. And when you step out there, be consistent, because it may not happen overnight. It may not happen in that month, that year, but you got to stay consistent
Consistency
and network.
and network.
Network
The power of networking.
Network is your net worth.
Yeah.
I gotta I want to go back a little bit into the story. So I want to talk about more about the trapping out of the trunk days and like how was that like? How long did you do it, and what type of groundwork did that include?
Did you miss it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't miss it. I know that for a fact.
I missed the trapping days, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I used to miss that.
Trapping days.
I miss
still
the-
do trapping days.
I don't miss the
still do.
trapping days. I miss how I used to feel the grind. Mode.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
miss
what it was.
that.
Yeah.
I don't miss doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. But I
type of
definitely-
slave labor.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about working sun up, sun down. We still do it now, all of us.
Nah,
pretty
for
much.
sure.
But it's just that was a whole nother.
Grind, yeah.
That's a
We was
different-
doing it
that's a
blindly because
different
we didn't
thing.
know.
For sure.
The trapping day. I mean, I still have trapping days. My trapping days look a little different.
Exactly.
Now I'm trapping out the church.
Yeah.
God
Oh,
Trapping out the church.
But you know.
No offense taken.
Yeah, no.
Hey.
We support everybody.
Right.
Yeah, but like a lot
And he
of
know
my
my
church
heart.
members-
Ain't that what they say? You know my heart.
He know me.
Facts.
Me and God like this.
Right.
That's it.
But a lot of my church members there are my customers. So
That's dope.
and I go to church, they be like, they'll stop me right as soon as benediction over. What do you have this in this color? Do you?
Ooh.
And I'm like, yeah, I got
So
you.
it's a fashion show every Sunday for you.
Oh man.
No,
You gotta
I
put
just-
on. You gotta put on
I'm
every
telling
Sunday.
you.
Oh man.
No, I just be going to church. I be trying to serve the Lord, okay?
Fashionably.
Fashionably.
There's no other way, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so I still do it a bit, but no, I do not miss that. Trapping was
How did the day
something
look for trapping? Like waking up
What was you doing? Like what was
after
your traffic
work?
look like?
Yeah, what did it look like?
It was a lot of like just get off work, or our weekends were most busy. That's when we'll probably pull up to people's house with our whole everything we had. We pull it out, we lay it all out, or we put it on the rack. Let people try on clothes in their house.
So y'all was doing like Avon parties, but for y'all clothes.
Yes,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what's
Yes.
up. Nah, that's real.
that was pretty much it. Or pulling up to people's jobs. I've had people pull up to my job. That was another form of travel. Like they pull up to my job. I have like 4 or 5 people come in.
Dang, take a quick lunch
I'm
break.
like, yeah, I just like hey, the phone's gonna ring. I'll be right back. I just gotta go run this outside. We
Right.
out there talking for a while. Like that was my trapping. It was either pull up to my job, I come to your house, I pull up to your job. You can meet me at my church in the parking lot. Yeah.
You can get it wherever.
That sounds a little luxury though. You pulling up with the clothes, try them on in your house, the comfort of your home. I mean, you probably can turn
was
that
some
into
luxury.
something.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
like a on the go boutique.
Yeah.
It
You know what I'm
was.
saying? Like a mobile boutique.
Listen, don't start because I want to tell you my next plan.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Lock and
But
key.
yeah, it's definitely trapping is not dead.
Hey,
Oh.
come on, let's go.
Shout out to Jeezy.
Trapping ain't dead.
That's it.
That's what's up though. Like I remember those days, like when I was on Comfort for Suckers, my clothing brand. That same type of grind.
Shoot, Ambitious Graphics.
I mean, yeah, even with Ambitious Graphics, I was trapping out the crib. Yeah, because Jamice actually came to the crib. Like it was like a lot of people I didn't let come to the house. I let everybody think that it was we had a storefront.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just was never at the storefront, so I had to meet you out somewhere.
Well, we was being at gas stations, Walmart.
Right, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, yo, I gotta like, I think when we first met, she like, no, I need to sit down with you and give you my vision. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, where we met at first? We met at Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, yeah. And then it was like, all right, like we was trapping. It was like, yo, you just gotta pull up because I can't
both was
leave.
trapping.
Yeah, I was like, I can't leave. So you gotta come to the house. You gotta see the smoke and mirrors, see the Wizard of Oz.
This is what it really is.
This
The
is
Wizard
what really
of Oz.
going.
And the funny thing is, like, I ain't think nothing was wrong with it. I was like, yeah, homie, got, I'm being there just getting it in.
Right. We was in there going crazy. So nah, that's a fact. So, trapping, I miss it. I ain't gonna lie. Humble beginnings.
Yeah.
But
I don't miss it.
I
I trap. See,
let me
y'all
say,
trapping
I
was
miss-
smooth. You know what I mean? Like what y'all did was, we got clothing articles and stuff. When I first started, blood, sweat, and tears, literally.
literally.
Man, come on.
Man, I get it. We had a little bit of, paper cuts.
Paper cuts. Must be nice.
Breaking of a hanger here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was breaking up back.
Rats falling over on me and twisting my wrist, that kind of stuff. But nah,
So-
none of that.
So like, how to like? Okay, so for somebody that's like interested in starting a boutique, how do they go about like finding vendors and stuff like that? Is that like a hard, long process? Like,
It
how did
is.
y'all work through that?
Yeah, finding vendors is difficult. Somewhat. That's why you gotta keep your 9 to 5 so that you can pay for these different samples, so that you can try out different vendors, get different clothing items in, because you're gonna get some stuff that's just whack. Okay, and you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, I done spent all this money on this, and it's
So have
crap.
you like bought like a lot of articles and it was just like not what you thought it was?
Yes,
Didn't match the pictures.
didn't mention it.
How'd you have to handle that?
I gave it a Goodwill.
Oh, you couldn't even
Oh.
send it back.
I just said nope. I just gave it a Goodwill.
Dang, because it's coming from like overseas.
Yeah.
So you're gonna probably have to pay crazy shipping
Right.
to send it back.
For me, I hate, and it's bad. Don't be like me, but I hate sending stuff back.
Me too.
I rather just
Me too.
do something else. I don't like returning.
It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's over. Yeah. My fault.
it up,
Shame
yeah.
on me. I'm the same way. That's
Take
crazy.
the L. Just
Yeah.
take
I'm
the
just
L.
gonna take that because I can't.
Yeah, it's too much.
I'm not
it's
going
too
to the
delicate.
post office, go
Yeah.
box and stuff. I'm not doing
Yeah.
any of that. So
No, that's a fact.
I'm the person who don't get the rebates when you buy something.
Yeah.
With
Right.
$20. Like, dang, I just lose out.
it's
And-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we the
Okay.
same.
My sister be on my head
Yeah.
about that all the time because I definitely be like not signing up for reward programs,
Yeah, not
points,
doing it.
rebates, none of that. She with all of that, couponing, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
was
not
like,
doing any of it.
Yeah.
So,
save my life.
Yeah, Goodwill got it. Goodwill. I've taken it to all kind of places. Thrift store, just drop it off.
Drop it off. They got
They
a
bring-
whole thing of just
Where-
new
Yep.
pieces. That's dope.
Blessing.
I
That's
definitely
a blessing
drop it
on
off.
blessing.
Yeah. I just looked at, for the longest I would get it and I just hang it up like, what can I do with it? Can I give it to somebody to chop it up? Can I chop it up? Can I revamp this? Can this be something else? And then, it's like, nah, just throw it away.
Give it to the needy.
Give it somewhere else because it's not for me. But yeah, it's difficult. You got to really try it out. And then once you find that good vendor, stick with it. Build a relationship with them so they know you. Start communicating with them. WhatsApp is hey, get WhatsApp
Right.
so you can talk. And right now, I'm really trying to go overseas just to go actually to these spots so I can touch, feel, and all that good stuff.
Actually
and
make
get some
those
stuff.
in-person relationships.
Yeah.
Dope.
And it's the difference between manufacturers and just plain old vendors. Like,
Okay.
you gotta find what works for you.
So I guess break that down for us. Like, what is that? So the difference between like a manufacturer and just a regular vendor.
I mean, you'll find some that will actually make your clothing for you, so that you will go ahead and do your mock-up, send them the whole design, the dimensions of everything that you want, and then they'll make it for you. And then there's ones where you can go in and you'll just buy online. You know, so
like wholesale almost.
Yeah, wholesale.
Okay.
So you just have to find what works for you. One is going to be more expensive than the other.
So manufacturing, I'm guessing.
For sure, the
right?
custom stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that's custom is going to be more expensive, but it's worth it if you want to work on branding your business, because then you can get everything, all your logo, whatever you need, your tags, your knit tags, your hang tags, all that stuff will be done for you.
Nice. That makes sense. Like that's I'd see a lot of people doing that with the tracksuits.
Tracksuits, jackets,
And the,
all that good stuff.
yeah,
Everything.
yeah. But I looked into it briefly, and it is expensive. Like
Yeah.
even with getting samples
Yep.
and all that done, like and it's the turnaround time for it.
Is it long? I haven't done it before. Is it turnaround time? Turnaround
Yeah,
time
it's
is crazy.
long. It's long.
Like you almost got to plan almost a year out.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like especially if you talking about doing it the way that she's saying, like the
custom
right way.
side? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you actually getting the samples, because I've seen so many people that got burnt because they didn't get samples, and they just went and purchased the thing, and all of the sizes was wrong. Like it wasn't what they thought it was, or it was just not a right. It was just not what they initially ordered. But now you got 100 pieces of
Right.
these tracks.
Garbage.
Yeah, and
But you have to get so many in that lot in order for you to get the particular price. So if you end up with some garbage, or the sizing is off, because sizing is going to be different over in China, period.
right, they so small.
You get it in here and you stuck with all these pieces, you just SOL, yeah.
Oh, man.
So I wanna ask you about like your biggest loss. That's a new. I feel like at least something we need to incorporate.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even want
Sure.
to get into my biggest loss.
let's I mean, you ain't gotta go into details
Yeah.
if you don't want to go into details, but
Maybe not
like,
exact numbers, but
like, because like it's so much in that, right? It's so much information that people can gather with through your losses, so they don't have to go through it.
Right.
So it's really just kind of helping educate the people on like, yo, this is what to avoid, or this is how I. Because I mean, not only do I want to tell you, want you to tell us about the L, I want you to tell how you bounced back from it.
All right, so I'm gonna get into it.
Okay.
Let me put this out there first. I love my former business partner. We are very good friends. But when the separation occurred, one thing I learned about is partnerships. Period. Just what needs to take place when forming a partnership. The legalities of everything. Once I had to deal with a lawyer to do all of the, paperwork and stuff. Yeah. Was paperwork. Make
Gotcha.
sure you have everything in writing. Make sure that you have written up everything about your business. Everything needs to be in order so that things can stand in place when it's time to do any kind of dissolution or any type of separation. And that was probably my biggest loss, because it set my business back a bit. It's nothing that you can't bounce back from,
Right.
but it's definitely heartbreaking when you look at like where you could be if you had done this, that, and the third. So,
Right. So,
little push down, but
Yeah.
not too much to handle.
right.
I always say it's a step back. You know what I mean? So that way you can see everything a little clearer and push forward. So, that's
So
solid.
make sure, when you're doing partnerships, make sure you have your paperwork in order, that you all have some signed documentation, all that good stuff. Not just no little rinky-dink handshake or verbal contracts.
Yeah.
That don't work.
Yeah.
It don't work.
Yeah.
Got to put it in writing.
That's a fact.
Complete,
So-
people flip the script like you don't know when, especially when things start to go north or they start going south. I mean, you really find out who people are, especially when money's involved. So that's a major key to have those partnerships and some type of writing, so you can have some type of reference. Like, remember when we said this,
Right.
and you signed it,
Or you don't even have to remember. You just, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Slide that paper over.
Yeah.
But I feel like with my separation, I planned to give more than what was even asked, because I just wanted to be fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Because we were friends and we are friends. So
Right.
make sure that you just, if you're in that situation, if you want to just keep it solid, just do what's needed, what's asked, and just bite the bullet if you got to bite the bullet. But you know,
Right.
do what you need to do.
Right.
Make sure that you're right in your business. Because moving forward, you don't want to come back and then, you know, some other junk happens, and it's like, well, I move funny here, so this is, that's how I think. I'll be like, well, I move funny here, so that's why this happened here. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
don't move funny. Just
Got you. Like
do
it's
what
like
you need to do.
It's like a karma situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
That's crazy.
Right.
Good reference.
Right. For sure. For sure. You know, divine intervention. But no, that's super dope. So, like, what else you working on right now?
You know, I do have the event Chic-Nique,
Okay.
that we did last year, which is an upscale picnic. I do that with Ben Johnson. Y'all had him on here.
Shout out to my boy, man.
Shout out to Ben.
So Chic-Nique is the upscale picnic. We did it over at Rosa Parks Square.
Okay.
So we're working on that right now. We're planning for next year, so we make sure it's real hot for y'all.
Hey.
And I'm planning to get back on my At the Wall series.
At the
which
Wall?
Is, yeah, At the Wall.
So what's that about? Tell us.
You know, that's with our local indie artists here in Macon.
Okay.
They come in, we do, it's kind of like it's a Tiny Desk concert.
Okay.
But it's called At the Wall. So we come in, we have about 25 guests we let come in with food, cocktails, all that's included. And we have a live band and the artist performs there at Chic Culture
Hey, like inside the store.
inside the store.
That's super dope. That's like you said, tiny desk.
Mm-hmm.
That's super dope.
That's smooth.
Shout out to Muse for that.
Yeah.
Hey, for sure. That's my girl. We gotta get her on here.
Yes.
ASAP. She's on the list. For sure.
I got a question about. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
Just kind of going more into the young person or whoever wants to start a clothing boutique. I see it a lot on social media, but you know, it's like just a picture of a kind of wrinkled shirt on the table, and they just snapping photos like, "Hey, come buy this. I got 5 of these." Like, well, how would you give somebody advice as far as advertising? Like, you know, we understand the groundwork and how to start and partnerships and everything, but it's about the whole thing is about getting the sale. So what you would do for advertising for your business?
Put them clothes on some models, y'all.
Okay.
Yes.
Put them on some models. Put them on some people.
Some actual people.
Yeah,
Not
like
no mannequin.
even
Not
if
the
it's
mannequin with the arms cut off.
you, right, even if it's you, put them
Or a
clothes
guy that's
on.
like this.
Shoulders. Yeah. Okay.
And get a good photographer. You know, get you some pictures. They don't have to be the dopest. And if you cannot afford a photographer, iPhone is good, y'all. It is. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sure.
Okay.
iPhone is what?
Good.
Okay.
I just became an iPhone user, y'all. So
Okay.
I'm telling y'all the truth.
So you would new Droid the iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
How do you feel about that?
Oh my god.
How does that feel?
Oh, I'm about to leave.
Listen,
I'm outta here.
Did that was
I'ma
that
be
life
honest.
changing?
I really still miss my Android.
Oh.
Yes. All the way up.
I like my iPhone for pictures, but I really miss my Android.
So you should have got the Galaxy Boy. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
know.
the Galaxy Boy would have set you all the way right. You
I
would have
was
got
forced
the
into
perfect pictures.
I was forced into
You know what
this.
I'm saying? Most
But-
people are. Most people are.
You know, I still have my Android. I still use it at the shop for certain things.
As you should.
but
Do you just leave it at the shop? You just leave it at the
actually
shop.
do.
It's all right. Just leave it. Just put it in a
I
drawer
actually
somewhere.
do. I do leave
We
my
ain't tripping on it. It's all good.
I hate that you knew that.
I know it. This video is brought to you today by iPhone.
Leave it out again. But I do leave my Android at the shop.
I can't believe
Nah,
it.
But
good.
you know, for pictures, if you can't get a photographer, use your iPhone. For me now, I definitely was doing a lot of visuals, like commercials, and coming up
That's
with
something that I like
creative things.
applaud y'all for because y'all
Thank
always
you.
came out with dope the dope visuals
Yes.
for y'all's drops.
Yeah, I think it's important so that people get a feel of whatever you're dropping. They get a feel of it. Like I'm doing another one now, and I want it to be kind of 90s inspired because we're doing leather. I wanted to go back to that puffy era, when they was with the motorcycles and the leather outfits and all that good stuff. So
Nice.
you want to drop stuff that's kind of going or based around what you're about to drop next for whatever season is coming up. But do visuals, invest in your brand, and pictures. Put it on models.
Put it on models. And then for you guys who's new to the iPhone, that's the only thing I can speak on. They have tutorials on YouTube that helps you take quality videos and pictures with your Apple device. Just YouTube it.
Just on YouTube.
If you want these quality pictures for your branding,
He's
for
talking to me,
your
y'all.
for your branding, for your artistry, your drops, whatever you're doing. Just
Because I for sure need my children to help me with this iPod. Why is it live? Why the stuff doing that? What's going on? Yeah, I need help.
yeah, they'll let you know exactly what's going on with the camera.
No, that's dope. So, like, how do you go about finding like your models and stuff whenever you're doing your what you call them?
Shoots and stuff like
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Go about finding models. Okay, so when we first started out, we reached out for some brand ambassadors, as our mentor had told us to do.
Hey, turn
Shout out to the
up.
mentor.
That's me, y'all. Just in case y'all wondering.
So we ended up with some brand ambassadors. Things have changed. We do still have like one of our brand ambassadors, but I went ahead and just started looking out to. I put out posts. We were just finding them. They were just jumping in our inbox, really. To ask
But y'all
if we
just
needed
doing
models
so much stuff.
or whatever for different shows. Yeah. So once you start doing like fashion shows, a lot of times I know like with Brandon Harris's shows,
Yeah.
you get there, there's a bunch of models in the room. So they're like looking for other brands to model for. Like, hey, I saw you guys on Facebook.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, hey, girl, hey, you want a model? So I was just like picking up models from there. And then once I get them, I tend to keep my same core people because they work with me. They love the brand.
You know their size.
Yeah, and they're excited about doing it. So I stick with the same people most of the time, but I pick up new ones here and there,
Gotcha. So if y'all interested in possibly in the modeling, you know what I mean?
Hey, hit my inbox.
Go ahead, hit that inbox. You know what I'm
DM me.
saying? She looking for some.
Get in my DM. No, hit me up.
She sell men's clothes too, so.
I do. I'm always looking for male models and female models.
Okay.
But strictly business, guys.
Don't be in there on no riffraff. You gonna get kicked out the inbox.
They don't be on no riffraff. I appreciate y'all.
I'm pretty sure
Respecting
just
me.
looking for models, you find people who just, not even looking to be compensated. They just want to get like some work done, like some
All
free
my models
reps.
are like that. They're not looking for compensation. They just want to increase their portfolio.
Yeah.
They're getting free pictures. They're getting free, like, especially when we do visuals. That's something they can add to, what they market themselves.
So you usually want somebody that's like legit into modeling, like not somebody that just want to take some pictures.
I'm not gonna say that because like even our brand ambassadors, one of them had never modeled, and a lot of you know her, Mel. So
Oh,
when
man.
she got
Shout out
with
to Mel.
us,
Yeah, we
she
gotta
had
get
never
her on
modeled.
Yeah, Mel, she's dope. Yeah.
She had never been, done any modeling when she came with us. But after, I think our first show, which was Style the Streets out here, after that, Mel was like
Yeah, she was on it.
killing it.
Went crazy.
Yeah, she was definitely on it like crazy.
And with our models, a lot of times, I'll shoot them some clothes, here and there to make sure that they're,
Still
getting
kind of
something out of it as
compensated.
well.
Yeah, in a sense.
And it helps me with marketing as well.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna ask, man, I know you're a model. What you got on? What you wearing?
Yeah, for sure. Cause they gonna put it on. They gonna be.
And when they go do
broke
other
on.
shoots, they will put my clothes on for like other people or for other photographers. When photographers needed to do some work or just wanted to get some stuff out there, they were wearing my clothes, and that was just free marketing for me.
It's like a whole nother set of pictures you ain't have to pay for.
Yep.
That's solid. So make sure y'all invest in y'all brand, man. Like y'all thinking about doing this boutique thing, or y'all doing it a little bit, And y'all using those stock photos that come off of the wholesale website.
Man, I hate the wholesale stocks photos. Hey, listen.
Don't look like
Hey,
that
man,
on
listen,
it.
man. Y'all start taking these pictures with their mannequin chest and saying, this what I got. It don't even look like you have this. Like, you don't even own it. Like, I think I'm speaking for everybody, like, today. Please, buy some of the items. Get you a model. Let people see people actually moving in the clothing. Because,
Even if you put it on yourself.
yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yo, like, if I don't have a model, I thank God I have 2 daughters.
Yeah. Your daughters are dope. They models.
Yeah, they model for me as well.
They're models, period.
And they're teenagers. And a lot of times when we first started, we were using my niece, who was in high school, and her friends. And so that was also a way for us to get the young girls that are in school to kind of have body positivity and get their self-esteem up as well. So I love working with high schoolers. So if you have a daughter that is interested, hit me up as well. I love working with them and also just getting them into something that they are passionate about as well, because a lot of them really love fashion and want to know more about the business. So it's a way for us to, teach them more as well.
No, that's super dope there.
I got a question about the mannequin pictures.
That really get under your skin.
Yeah,
don't
man,
it?
I'm taking it there because we want to get. I want to get an opinion from an expert such as you. So what are they actually doing? Like, is that something like affiliate marketing, or that's like drop shipping? What they doing? Because I know for a fact these people don't have this inventory like laying around at home, because it's just copy and paste pictures that they're posting on their stories. Like, it's the clothing like still in China, and they want you to order it from them, and they get the extra. Like, what's going on there? I'm pretty sure you know the insight.
That is a big possibility.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that do it that way with drop shipping.
Okay, drop shipping. Okay.
Which there's nothing wrong with drop shipping.
Yeah, nothing
as
wrong.
long as you have had experience with that particular vendor.
With the vendor.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Because
Pause
sometimes,
that.
yeah,
Real.
sometimes that stuff come in and it don't look nothing like the picture.
Right, and you don't have no control over it
No.
until the customer get it and they hit you
Right.
up like, "Yo, what's this?" And you're
Yeah.
like, "I don't know.
But
What is
there's
it?"
Nothing wrong with it. And the key thing with drop shipping, especially if you're doing, because I think you could do it on like AliExpress too, is you go ahead and message the seller, ask them for a piece. You're gonna pay a lot for that one piece for whatever reason, but you pay a lot for that one piece. Get that one piece in, check it out. That's a part of the research, and finding who you want to buy from and who
Right.
you want to sell your product from, because you want people to get a quality piece
Every
from
time.
you,
Yeah.
and that's like key. That's what's gonna keep you in business.
Right.
Because if you get in there and your stuff is not quality,
They gonna
people will
bash
never
you.
buy from you again.
Bash.
Like, that's it.
I mean, they might not bash you, but they will never buy from you again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They won't even say nothing to you about it.
Not
like,
to you.
Yeah.
It
that's
doesn't
a
have
fact.
to be to you
No,
for
that's
a
a
bash.
fact. Yeah, no, that's a fact.
bash
They
is-
might not go on social media, but they might talk
Tell
to their
a
best
friend to tell a
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact.
So it's important. So sometimes it is drop shipping. Sometimes it's just
A scam. Y'all are a scam. She said it. Stop scamming.
Stop.
No,
Yeah.
but get those quality pieces.
But if you build up on, I was gonna tell you, I have put pieces on mannequins before. Sometimes you just want to get it out there so
Yeah.
people can see what you have. You may not have anybody available.
Do you have it on like a mannequin that you actually put the piece on and took a picture?
Yeah.
See, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stock
screenshot.
photos,
Yeah,
like
that they downloaded.
yeah,
the
like
joint.
white background, look like a website, and yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
talking about.
sometimes that's happened. I've done that before too. I
Okay.
ain't gonna say it's not me too. I don't do it anymore, but I.
When you
have
know better, you
done
do
it.
better.
Yes,
Exactly.
I have done it.
That's what I'm saying. That it was trash. Like she said, it was trash then. It's trash now. She upgraded.
She don't do no more.
No more stock
mean,
photos.
Do that no more.
If I have to put on an outfit, baby, and go in there and
Take
edit
some
my
selfies.
picture,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna, y'all gonna get this out.
Get that ring light action going ASAP.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, it's some people don't have the tools or don't know what to do or don't know how to maneuver in the industry or in what they're doing. So just, reach out to somebody that's already doing it. I know there are a lot of people that do not want to get their advice out or information out.
Yeah. Especially them vendors.
Them vendors,
Right.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, that vendor is.
Now, that's one thing I don't do freely, but
That's
I
it,
will
though.
give out tips and advice freely.
The game is sold, never told.
There we go.
So I'm not one of those people that hold it.
You're not getting no vendor list, so don't even
Not
ask.
for free.
Not
You
for
can
free.
you can pay for it
You're
now.
not learning how to rent cars for free. No. So if you want to do the things that we're doing up here on this stage, you have to invest in yourself.
Because we had to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We
had to.
We had to take a lot of losses. We took a lot of time. You know what I mean? We had to sacrifice a lot to get to where we are. So for people to come and just ask for that, you know what I mean, for free,
Yeah.
it's almost like a slap in the face.
It'll
And I mean,
lose value.
It does. It waters down
It waters
what
down.
we doing. And it's not saying that we do it for just the sake of gain, of capitalism. Like, it's because like people don't value free information.
They
For
don't.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like we putting a number on it because we want to make sure you're as serious as we are about what we do, because we've invested a lot into this. So we want to make sure that you're as invested as we are
Yep.
by putting up the cheese.
Like a quality control almost. You just don't want.
It's a different feeling when you've invested. Like,
Mhm.
you feel better. Like, you feel like,
No, for sure.
man, I'm out here getting it. Like, it
Yeah.
make you feel like,
And you gonna take action on that information a lot more than if you would have just got the free information. Because I remember countless times I talked to people and I give them all the advice and they don't do nothing with it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what the
I feel
no?
like, I feel like
Start
you're talking
asking.
about me.
No, you take you like one of the few people that actually take action on the information. Not everything, but most of the stuff.
I feel like
know, some
shots
of
are
the-
being fired right now.
Some of the stuff I have to beat you up multiple times about, but eventually you get to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Which is that's why I don't mind it. But like some people, like it's just like beating a dead horse, and
Yeah.
it's like they complain about the same information, like they complain about the same situation, and the information you're giving them will change their situation. But they
won't
just
do
don't
it.
want to. Like you literally just
Yeah.
gotta do what I'm telling you to do, and they don't want to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, how can you exchange? How can you expect different results if you keep doing the same thing?
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that's like insanity or something like,
Insanity.
right? Yeah. So
You ever had a vendor send you a quality piece, but once you order the bulk, it's trash?
Man,
Has that happened before?
listen. So yeah, I ordered these jackets, like dope jackets. I mean, they came in, they were like, "Oh my God!" Like, did Jesus knit these together
Oh, man.
in a factory? And then I was missing like 3 of them. I was like, "Bro, I paid for all this stuff. Where my 3 at?" And they were like, "Oh no, we sent it to you." No, I'm looking. I'm missing 3.
and they didn't said nothing.
Yeah, we just went back and forth until nothing was resolved, and I was just stuck paying full price for not all of my product.
That's
So
sad.
yeah, that
But the
happened.
quality was still good though.
Quality was, I'm talking about immaculate.
Well, that'll make up for the 3 jackets, possibly.
Kind of,
Kind
I
of.
mean, but that changes your
because I can't
per
buy from you
unit.
no more. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't buy from you no more.
Well, that and then like your profit margin is
Yeah.
different because now you lost 3 out of that,
Exactly.
so now each piece now has to,
Have to
increase.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
to make
for
up.
Sure.
So you kind of lose a little bit of bread from that.
And I was sad because I really like that vendor, but you can't get my money no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you be like straight cutthroat, like yo, you screw me once, I'm done with you.
Yeah,
Especially when it's that far.
No,
probably.
for sure, you have
It's
to.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
what you gonna do? We got thousands of people who need us. Some people don't be caring.
They don't give a darn,
Right.
but they wasn't finna get my little money, okay? 'Cause
So,
that little package there was a good grip.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to pay more to get that good quality, but when they screw you over like that, you like, nah, you ain't gonna get it no more.
sure.
So how do you go about like whenever it comes to like seasons, right? Like 'cause,
Mm-hmm.
you work in seasons.
Oh, yeah. That's an inventory swap.
Yeah. How do you deal with that? Like with the inventory situation, like you coming up on the end of a season.
Sales.
So,
Y'all
so
can
is
look
it
at
like
stuff.
you just kind of go to almost to like what your cost, or do you go lower than your cost? Like what's your
I go to
thought
my.
pattern?
At first, I'll do. I start out with maybe like a 15% off sale, And then, you know, as it gets further along and closer to change again, then I'll take what I paid for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just to make,
get it
just to
on
cover
out.
the loss.
Yep.
I mean, cover the loss, and then just be able to have some income to buy your next set of pieces. So how far do you plan out in advance for like seasons and drops?
I start looking as soon as it starts. My vendors will say available such and such date. I'll try to get it in at least 2 or 3 months before, you know, like fall.
Okay.
So I'll go maybe 2 or 3 months before the season comes in. Normally they'll start dropping like all the fall, winter pieces then.
So like, cause I've always wondered this because fashion changes so quickly, but maybe because I'm like on the outside looking in, I think it changes so fastly. But like, is it that? What am I trying to say? So like, is it that like how do you know what's going to be in? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You got to start watching trends. Instagram is your friend
Gotcha.
when it comes to that as well, because you're gonna start watching the influencers. You're gonna start watching the colors that are popping. I still look at magazines when I'm in the grocery store of what colors like mainly in the magazine. You
Gotcha.
know, I get into all of that good stuff. Like, okay, I know green.
So
finna
really
pop.
doing your research.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
green about to pop, that royal blue about to pop. You know, you kind of know what's about to come back in. And then once you get on your vendor sites and you start seeing like available 3 months out or something like that, they already know.
They know what's
So
going
I start
on.
watching, and getting in there and like, okay. And then mainly like when I purchase things that are not going to change, basically are like jackets, coats. You're going to still want some of those staple pieces. People want that stuff.
Classic.
So, yeah, and then once we get further in, you'll start, okay, I can pick up this trendy piece right here that's here, you know, this trendy top or whatever. But I won't say I try to stay away from trends.
Okay, that was going to be my next question.
I try to set trends. and-
Hey, okay. Trendsetter.
So a lot of people, like, I think that's kind of what we were known for, is like
that's a
not being so on what everybody else is on and kind of creating a wave, you know.
No, that's a fact.
So with the trend setting, right? Well, the whole point of the whole thing about staying in the rhythm of the fashion. How often do you find yourself picking stuff that you like? Like, do you just do you ever have items in your store like, man, I hate that, but I know they gonna like it.
Yeah.
You got stuff like that?
I've had stuff like that, yeah.
Okay.
I be like, oh my God.
It's trash, but
I don't like
it's gonna
it.
sell.
I don't
Okay.
like it, but you know what? It's sold like quickly. You know, it's certain things that I don't get into, but I know, like, you know, the streets like it. But for me, you know, some people may say like, I don't like what she wear, but then you got a lot of people that's like, man, she always
Yeah.
be so dope. I want to
Yeah.
get it. So it's, you know, everybody has their own taste.
different
and,
taste.
Yeah.
That's how it is with the cars with us. Like we was getting stuff like, man, that's hard.
Right.
That's hard. We like this, but then just like as we kept going, like, man, we got expensive inventory. Everything's like super nice.
Right.
You know, we gotta have something for the
High
people
end.
who just want the regular
They just trying
standard
Regular,
little thing.
yeah.
They're just trying to
Get
get
around.
to the spot. That's it. They're
Yeah.
trying to get to work because their car broke down.
Yep.
What's the cheapest you got? Let me get the basic.
Let me get the basic, the
Let me get
smallest
that smart
thing.
card.
Oh man! And then once you tell them, well, you know, we got the smallest thing in the world right here. Oh no, I mean
I
something.
need
else.
something a little better than
I
that
mean,
now.
small but sporty. Like that doesn't even go together.
What? No, we trying to have a whole nother conversation
I
now.
want a sporty Corolla.
That's
Wait
all.
a
That's,
minute
is
now.
that all you got? Is that all you got?
Not the sporty car.
No, I'm giving you what you asked me for. What do you mean? Is that
Sure.
all I got?
For sure.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's definitely like that. People, you know, people like what they like. So you kind of, and you're gonna get some people that just ain't gonna buy from you because they don't like what you got, you know, and that's okay.
How do you deal with that? Like people that come in the store and just be like, well, do you have that? People that come in and be like, I know some people come in the shop sometimes like, oh, you ain't got nothing else? Like, no, I'm not your guy.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not your guy. Like, this is not your spot. Or I can make it custom for you if you got a
Right.
great idea that's not out here.
Right.
But like, if you just kind of get something on the fly, I'm not your guy because you
I'm
don't like what's
super
in here.
accommodating. I asked them what they're looking for exactly.
That's the stylist in you.
Right. I asked them like, what date do you need it by? And then I let them know, let me get your number, your information. I'll hit you up, tomorrow or this week and see if I can find that, locate that for you. And then when I get it in, I hit them up, come pick it up. I got you.
That's it. So that's that personal stylist.
Yeah, and if I
aspect
can't
of
do it, I refer them to another boutique. I have no problem doing that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So like, no, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Sparks
Send them somewhere else.
You gonna have to go
Sure.
to another spot. Rainbow.
Right.
They over
City Trend.
let's
You
see.
heard of it? City Trend?
No, y'all.
City La Trenda.
I
It's
took the
make it sound
other small
exotic.
Nah, I understand that, trying
Yeah.
to refer people. But some people take that personal. Like, I mean, no, I'm in here. I can't try to shop with you. I'm trying to support. And it's like, man, but I don't
Are
got
you
what
though?
you want.
I ride with it then. Then I offer, then if you really here for me,
Right.
we gonna take this time right here. Let's work something out.
Right, right.
So
We're
I
gonna
got
try to
something
make it
that's
happen.
similar to that I can order for you and
Yeah.
get it in at such and such date. Do you want to do that?
All I need it
it
Friday. I need it right
I need it
now.
today. I got an event
Oh,
tonight.
Yeah.
Perfect. I got you. I got a custom designer right upstairs.
Okay.
I'll get you a consultation,
Mm-hmm.
and you gonna pay that price.
Yeah, we're gonna bust your head.
For right
You
now.
come in, since you acting crazy.
Yeah, right now price.
If you ready to do that, we gotta pay that consultation price, and then we go ahead and get your outfit made. We got you over here now.
Man,
It's
see?
she culture now.
Man,
That's
she
what's up.
she
Got
put
something
you
that don't
on.
even make sense. We can make it for you. I can somebody to make it.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. This has been a great interview. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate you so much for pulling up. I
for
mean,
sure.
we always want to try to lead the people with something inspiring, something that keep the people going.
Dig deep. Words of
You know what I'm
inspiration.
saying? Some words of inspiration, something that you could use to repost later.
What would you
know
tell
I'm saying?
your younger self?
Yeah.
Girl, don't let nobody tell you you can't do it.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
Like, if that's what you want to do,
Okay.
make that plan, write it out, and do it. I don't care if your parents don't see it. It's your vision. You run it.
It's hard.
That's fire. That's fire.
Oh, I got one more. Write it, read it, run it.
Ooh,
So write the vision.
that sounds like a shirt.
Read. It was a shirt.
Oh, okay.
Write the vision, read the vision, and then run that vision.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I love it. Man, dang.
Your turn, Wayne.
I was
Yes,
trying-
sir.
You got me.
Yes,
You
sir.
got me. Oh man, that's hard to follow.
Yes, sir.
Please stop.
Stop in your
Got
tracks.
it. You got it. You got it.
Your turn.
Man, just just plug into as much positive stuff as you can, because sometimes you're gonna get hit with so much negative stuff in your day, in your week, in your month, and it's just gonna be hard. So a lot of times you just gotta plug into positive. Everything that you consume has an impact on you, whether you like it or not. So it's real important to try to consume as much positive information as you possibly can to kind of battle with that negative stuff that you deal with day to day. So, whether it's a podcast, whether it's just a, inspirational song or two, just something that's positive, that's feeding you that positive information, because it's going to have to fight with that negative. So just stay plugged in with positive people, positive music, positive things, positive books, like just, overload yourself with the positive so that negative don't shake you as much.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Now,
Ooh.
for the Blazer killer himself.
Gonna crack this thing up. Nah, but really, man, I say give back. Try to give back to people who's inspired by you, people you can motivate. If you can give back to your community, where you from, younger sister, brothers, cousins, even just friends of the family. If you can help someone in need, and you got the resources that they can use to, probably not even starting a business, but they just need a little help, short on a couple dollars, rent, utilities. Man, help them people keep the lights on, man. If you can do it, you can be a blessing to somebody, and God will be a blessing to you.
That's a big fact.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Leaving the people with some good nuggets out here. Look at us.
Sure.
Inspiring the world. So tell the people where they can find you, Jamice.
You can find me on Facebook at Chic Culture Inc. You can find me on Instagram at Command Your Chic. And you can find me out here on the block at 446 Cotton Avenue, Suite 1, downtown Macon, Georgia.
Right across from Hotel 45.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
I'm always K Carswell, MVP K on Instagram, MVP all social media. You can catch me at 3454 Williamson Road. Car detailing, car rentals. I am Carswell, so it's all a destiny. It's destiny.
It was in the name.
It was in the name, Carswell. So hey, y'all just get at me if you need any car rentals. Wayne as well. If you need any car detailing experts, I'm here for you for
Paint
that.
correction, all that good
Paint
stuff.
correction, whatever you need. And like I said, we building something soon. We got something coming for you guys, for the community. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire, y'all. Be ready. Be ready. And I'm Wayne Wealthy Woodard on Facebook, Instagram. You can check us out, Ambitious Graphics, Ambitious Rentals, or the wonderful studio we at, Imagine 584, looking on Poplar Street. So if you want to start your own podcast, we actually looking at trying to sponsor a couple podcasts, like some people that's interested in getting a podcast started. So if y'all interested, we'll maybe go ahead and do your first 30-minute session for free, and we can kind of work with you on the back end on the other stuff. So just hit us up. Go on don't inbox me. Go to the Imagine 584 page and inbox the Imagine 584 page, because we just want to be able to have everything in one location so we can kind of go through it. So if y'all interested in starting your own podcast, please hit us up. We would love to help get it going. But that's it, man. This has been great. It's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you so much for pulling up.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Oh man. All right, I guess we out then, baby.
That's it.
Let's go with the Beyonce drop.
Oh man.